I love being hired as an assassin in a musical situation. It's like, oh, you need me to learn your book of material in 3 days and come in and crush it like I played it for a month. I'm down. It's like, that's such a fun role to take on. And he hires assassins. Dave Koz hires assassins as his sidemen. Like, if you look at his drummer, Jay Williams, is so good. He's got such insane pocket. He knows the role. He can shred. And then he also hires, like in the Summer Horns, like you said, Aubrey Logan comes out. She's got her moment. She plays the trombone feature. Oh my gosh, she's incredible. Oh my gosh. I brought my kids to see the show, right? My daughters, oh my gosh, she's so amazing. It's so inspiring, blah, blah. Like, my one daughter even wants to play the trombone. And like, whoa. Hold up.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Hold up.
You got to cut that.
And then Aubrey sings, and she's insane. She's so good. And then it's like, wow, I want to be a singer. It's like, okay. I mean, nothing against the trombone. I appreciate the trombone. Okay, I like the trombone. And Michael Nelson, the cat from the Hornheads, who does most of the horn arranging for my music, incredible player. He has taught me to love the trombone. Anyways, when you have somebody like Aubrey in your band, you got to utilize that. When you have somebody like Rick Braun who can do his thing, and when you have somebody like Gerald Albright, to be able to do his thing, they each have a unique thing that makes them who they are, that enhances the show. And I think that's something that Benson recognizes, something that Koz recognizes. It's something that, many great performers, like when you see certain pop acts that have these aces in their band, you gotta let them. If you know what's good for you, you're gonna let them shine. Like Mike Scott gets his shot during the Justin Timberlake show, and it's insane. He knows that Mike Scott is an assassin on the instrument, and he gets to go in there and show you. And Timberlake gets to enjoy the benefits of that by like, wow, this guy is making me look really good too, because you're here to see the entire show. So. Well, I don't know. That's.
Well, on that point, though, I mean, what you're kind of getting at is that the artists that you're talking about they're not only in themselves, they could easily have the biggest ego because they're already greats, right? But they don't. They choose to almost understand that, like, someone else being as great at what they're doing doesn't take away from what I'm doing, and it's the difference in the performers that choose to like showcase their other members instead of saying, hey, look, it's me, I'm the artist front and stage. And obviously some of those acts, people are still going to walk out going, yeah, that drummer was killing, but I love Justin Timberlake, whatever the pop act is. But I think you're coming in and showcasing like the ego, taking that out and kind of allowing all the people to get their moment. And in your band, and one of the things I noticed is that you collaborate with so many people. People are bringing you into their situations, but also you're bringing musicians that maybe wouldn't even play together normally, but you're bringing them in, like, all the situations. When you think of collaboration, is that's something that you specifically drive towards to kind of hit that goal of joy and to kind of give each person their moment? Because even the arrangements of your tunes really always showcase everyone in the band at some point in the arrangement. Like, you have a moment for John Batiste to do a little thing, or you have a moment for Nate to do some drum stuff. Like, is that in your thought process? Because collaboration seems pretty big in your world.
Yeah, 100%. And so much of that is about releasing of the ego. Like, if you buy a Cory Wong record and you love the album, and one of your favorite moments is the last 16 bars of St. Paul where Nate Smith goes ham on a drum thing, if that's your favorite moment of the record, great, fine. Do I think you're not going to buy my next record because you like Nate's thing? Are you going to go see Nate Smith in concert? I hope you do, because he's insane and his band is incredible. And I'm not worried about, like, a lot of people that like my music. I'm a guitar player, so it's a lot of guitar-centric music. But also, I'm just as much a producer and just as much a listener as I am a guitar player. And I feel like me being able to showcase other people and passing the attention around is a way for me to showcase my role as a producer, understanding who you have in the room and when to let them loose and when to let them shine and do their thing. And it's not in a way to take advantage of them. It's not in a way for you to say like, or for me to be like, oh, I can't handle this one spot, so save me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not about that. It's about what do I feel like could be the coolest moment, the coolest thing for this moment. And in a lot of decisions like that, that's what it is. In the case of collaborating with specific artists, a lot of it is the artists that I collaborate with are friends of mine that I don't really get to work with because they've got their own tours and albums they're working on. I've got my tours and albums I'm working on. So we don't, it's not like we can really start a band right now for some people, and being able to bring them into what I'm doing allows us to simulate having a band together or something, or like having a project together. And then eventually sometimes you will do a project together like Batista and I just did. But I think for collaboration, it keeps things exciting for me as somebody who's writing. Sometimes I'll write something very specifically for a certain collaborator, somebody that I have in mind. There's a tune that I just wrote recently that I was thinking, oh man, I want harmonica. I haven't had a harmonica. I love the sound of harmonica. There's that Pat Metheny album, Secret Story, where I think the tune is called Above the Treetops. There's a beautiful harmonica solo at the end of it. And it made me, and I'm a big fan of Bela Fleck and the Flecktones, so Howard Levy is mind-bendingly amazing. And I found this cat, I think it's pronounced Sai Leo. This cat from Hong Kong, insane harmonica player. We follow each other on Instagram and like each other's stuff and interact once in a while. It's like, hey, dude, I got this tune. I'm writing with you in mind. Would you be down to play? It's like, yes. It's like, great. Now I have this new inspiration, even for myself as a writer, to be able to write for him, and he can, to let him loose on what he's doing. For me to think about a tune to let Charlie Hunter really do his thing, the bass and guitar at the same time thing, that allows me to express my creativity in a different way as a writer and as a producer, but then also having to think about doing those tunes live. I treat them differently. And also collaboration is good because there's a community element of it. You know, managers and business people are like, oh, you should find, you know, of course you want it'd be amazing to have some super famous pop singer on my song. But is that what I really want? Like, is it somebody that I really want to work with? If it isn't, then I don't care if it's going to boost my numbers. I want to do stuff with people that I really want to work with and dig what they do, and would, like, basically anybody I'm collaborating with now is somebody that I would someday want to join a band with or start a band with, you know? And like I was saying, I'm sometimes simulating that now. And, you know, Emily Browning, incredible singer. We worked on a tune together. She's got her thing. She lives in New Zealand. I've got my thing. We're each doing our thing. And it was fun to work on a tune together. And there's a community element of that because we met through kind of pickup jazz community and that sort of thing. And then became friends, and we hit it off, you know, musically. And it's been fun to write with her. There's so many people that when you collaborate with, it shows a sense of community. It shows a sense of who you are as a person, not always making it about you. Because I don't even want to hear myself play guitar solos on every tune, you know? So, yeah, no, and I don't feel like right now that's what's most compelling about who I am, is that sort of thing. I feel like what makes me more compelling as an artist and what I want to say with who I am, about who I am or project, whatever, is so much of somebody who wants to bring community together, somebody who wants to be playing with other people, you know, showcasing other voices together, unity.